everyone, my name is Kyla Scanlon and welcome to my channel where I talk about the stock market and the economy amongst other things.
My mind is a barrel, loaded clips and my guns tucked. Literally stupid up in the booth, I do dumb stuff.
Today I'm not in my normal location. I normally don't have a leather couch behind me. I saw furniture and I immediately gravitated towards it, so can't blame me. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Costco and how I see Costco. There's a lot of really good research out there about Costco and I'll link it in the description below, but I wanted to dive into, and that's what I've been doing in a lot of my pieces lately, more of the qualitative aspect of Costco. So I think in most financial analysis, Costco is this inelastic membership warehouse. But the way that I think of Costco and the way that I'm going to describe it throughout this piece is the epitome of the consumer. I've been thinking a lot about is the recession, when is it going to happen, what is it going to mean? The stock market capitulated on Monday and everybody was like, wow, and Costco was one of the only stocks to remain standing along with Nvidia, however you say. I apologize, apparently I say it wrong all the time. In my mind, Costco is the heart of the American consumer. People often tweet about the American eater winning again, and I believe that Costco encapsulates not only the American eater, but also the American consumer, the American car fanatic, the American pizza fan, etc., etc. Costco is all of that. And I know that they're overseas abroad, but I think Costco embodies that ideology really well. Costco's entire business model is really efficient. They have no bags at checkout. They operate through bulk product sales. The products are shipped on pallets, which they remain on until they're sold to reduce transport and labor costs. They basically serve massive quantities of goods at discounted prices and promise nothing sparkly, just basically whatever you need, as well as whatever you want to experience at their store, they'll give you. Their most common items sold is toilet paper. They are the largest wine seller in the US, and they're the second largest auto dealer in the country through their Costco auto program. And they're the 5th largest optical company and the 14th largest pizza chain. So they do mad numbers. Costco's just turning out stuff. What's really interesting about Costco is, they have this leading market share that allows them to support with their main model, which is retail sales. But they also have a variety of revenue streams, and that comes through their membership model. So you pay $60 a year to be a member of Costco. And that is great. Like, consumers hate it when they have to pay it, but it's like, wow, if you can get people on a subscription model, that's super, super valuable. It allows them to vary their revenue stream because not only do they have these product sales, but they also have this membership service. And the membership is where most of the profits end up coming from. Another way that they make money and are profitable is through their product offering. So Kirkland, which is their private label brand, it also contributes 25% to their sales. It's huge. And they're really particular about what brands that they take on underneath the Kirkland label. The Kirkland lines have to be at least 1% better than the supplier's premium products based on an identifiable metric. So Costco basically demands the best, and suppliers love it because they're like, hey, not only can I sell my product, but I can also sell the quote-unquote Kirkland product, get a lower margin, but I'm still selling more product. And Costco is going to turn this product for me. People know what's up. Margins as low as possible, and also gives them pricing authority. So it's going to be a good price because it's Costco. They want to keep prices low. They don't want to charge people. They want to offer good stuff at low prices. And Bezos met Jim, who is the founder of Costco. And basically he was like, oh, I'm going to have to raise prices at Amazon in order to make up for everything that happened during the dot-com bubble. But when he met Jim, he realized that there are two kinds of retailers. There are folks who will work to figure out how to charge more, and there are companies that work on how to figure out how to charge less. And we are going to be the second, full stop. So how do you figure out how to charge less? And Bezos learned that from the founder of Costco, Jim. Amazon, right? They have that subscription model. They have you become a Prime member. If you can show your customers that you're loyal to them, that you're going to give them 2-day shipping, that they're going to show up and be able to buy whatever products that they want and know that you're going to have at least some of it in stock, that's hugely valuable. And if you're loyal to your customers, they're going to be loyal to you. Full stop. In the video, as somebody was like, oh, are you gonna raise the price of the hot dog? And the CEO was like, I'll kill you if you raise the price of this $1.50 hot dog and soda combo, because that's not how we do business, right? We need to offer the best products to our consumers, and that is including keeping prices low, but making sure that they're the best possible products that we can offer. Costco also has a vertically integrated supply chain, including buying products directly from the manufacturers and using their business delivery their fleet of trucks to get the products to their depots located across the country. And so basically they have a couple of variables of efficiency. They have their cross-docking, which they get the shipments to the stores with as little storage time as possible. Basically, they get the product, they get it to the store, and the stores act as a giant warehouse because they are one. So that's really helpful. And then they also have the collaborative retail exchange, which is an inventory system technology system. And basically it's just-in-time inventory, taking them to get product reorder and inventory as soon as it's needed, which is hugely valuable. They have their own fully vertical meat production, which breaks up the Tyson and Purdue chicken monopoly. Costco sells a ton of rotisserie chickens, and now they have this plant in Nebraska which allows them to sell their chickens at a fixed price of like $5 a chicken. And that gives them control over 40% of their chicken supply, which is huge. They also have Zest Fresh, which manages the fresh food supply chain to maximize delivered shelf life, reduce stored waste by 50% or more. Basically, it just ensures that their fresh produce doesn't go to waste. And that's where a lot of grocers lose money. Basically, their entire supply chain can be summarized in the frame of minimize the fingerprints. Ship goods in boxes, bulk package those goods, store everything in these warehouses, and the warehouse is actually the stores, but basically don't have anybody touch it until the customer touches it. How this happens is they have no middleman interference. They purchase goods directly from manufacturers, ship them to Costco depots, which then get shipped to Costco stores, all in under 24 hours. Amazon, Jeff Bezos, where have you been? The pallet is enrolled into the store, customers put it into their cart, and a Costco employee touches it for the first time at the register. At traditional retailers, there are at least 5 different touch points to give you a compare and contrast. Touch points add about 25 cents in cost to the product. So the less people touching it that you have, the better. Also, Costco is so operationally efficient because they have these large warehouses, an integrated supply chain, and have made the process from manufacturer to consumer as simple as possible. They have a low number of SKUs too, versus Walmart's bajillion SKUs, and they have a mix of staples, think like toilet paper, and treasure hunt items like jacuzzi. My final thoughts here are that Costco is basically built different. So when we did a piece on Dollar Store last week, and Dollar Store, I don't think they offer bad products, but it's definitely not the same ideology. They're more so like, how can we get as little to people as possible at the highest margins possible? Costco is the opposite business model. They say, okay, how can we get the most to you as possible, the best to you as possible, at the lowest price as possible? And that seems like it would be unprofitable and bad, but they've been profitable since day one. Because I think the thing that we oftentimes forget, and Costco got yelled at in the beginning because they were too nice to their employees, I think the thing that we forget is like people are the lifeblood of an organization. If you have unhappy people, you're going to have unhappy customers, you're going to have unhappy suppliers, you're going to have unhappy shareholders. And I think it's so important, and what Costco has done so well, and how you can just, so it boils down into their values, right? Like they treat everybody really well. They treat people good. And because they treat people good, people see them as a fun place to go, as an experience, as a way to bond with your family. Costco embodies the American consumer because it is this weird idea of togetherness. It's this weird warehouse where everything is really big, but you go there and you don't feel bad. You feel welcomed, even though it's a big old warehouse with a bunch of stuff. You feel like you're going on a journey, a shopping journey together. That model, I think, is the most evergreen model that you can have. Take care of your people, take care of your people, take care of your employees, take care of your customers, give them good products at good prices. It's as simple as that, you know? And it's not, right? Like they have maintained excellent relationships with the suppliers. It's hard to do that with employees and offer them such good wage situations are always tough. So it's not easy, but it's good. So I think Costco is a great business model, and I think that they've done a lot of good. They're built different. They're built different. I'll be back with my weekly market update on Monday. And I will be back with the weekly. If you follow me on TikToks, I will be back with my daily-ish market updates very soon. I took a small break because I was a little bit stressed, and I was like it'll be better if I just take a step back rather than just exploding. So I'll be back with those soon. Thanks so much for hanging out. If you like this video, like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I'll be back, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. And subscribe to my Substack.